Welcome children. Let us see today how to write letters. Letters, the marks allotted for letters are 10 marks and we have 2 letters given in the exam. One is personal letter or you can say informal letter. The other one is formal. You can write any letter, either formal or informal. Any letter you can attempt. So let us see how to write informal letter or the personal letter today. Informal letter, first of all, we have to start with address. Address should be 3-line address. We start with door number, then the area, then Machilipatnam. As we live in Machilipatnam, so Machilipatnam will be the last one here for us. And always see that this whole thing is in a straight line. It should be in a straight line. It should begin with capital letters. After writing the door number, don't worry if you don't remember the door number properly. The examiner will not come to your house and check whether your number is correct or not. So write some number which you know. If you don't remember, don't worry about it in the exam. So write the door number. Then the second one, Paraspet, or if you are living in Siddipivari Agraharam or Godugupat or whatever it is, whichever area, Circle Pad, Ramanayad Pad, wherever you are living, you can write that. Then Machilipatnam, M should be capital letter. So comma, full stop. It is important. If you miss any of these things, you lose marks. And the mark allotted for this 3-line address is half mark. Is it clear? Then we come to the date. Right? Today's date is 27 October, 2020. Here, always remember that the name of the month should begin with capital letter. So October, O should begin with capital letter. If it is June, J. July, J. September, S. Your exam may be in the month of March. So M, capital letter. If it starts in Feb, write February. Don't write short forms. Don't write Feb. You have to write February, January, March. So here, this should be written in full form. Don't write Octo, Oct. Don't write like that. Write the whole name. So 27 October, 2020. So your 3-line address, half mark. Then your day, half mark. Many have the habit of writing DATE day. Then they write like this. It is not required. Please don't write like that. You can directly write like this. From there, you just, as it is a plain board, I am asking you to visualize that there is one line here. Another line you leave and then you go to the salutation. Salutation is Dear Mother. For example, if you are writing a letter to your mother, so you have to write Dear, D capital letter. This is your margin line. If this is your margin line, it should be close to the margin line. Dear Mother, M capital letter, comma. For this, you get half mark. If you are writing to your friend, Dear, name of the friend should be there. Dear father, dear uncle, dear brother, dear sister, whatever it is, as per your need, you have to write. But if it is friend, surely you have to write the name of the friend. If you write dear friend, it is wrong. So, you must write Dear Sneha, Dear Arvind, whatever is the name, you have to write the name of the friend. Then, you have the content of the letter. The body of the letter according to your need, whatever is there. When you read the letter, for example, a letter is there where your uncle has sent a present, a birthday present to you. He has sent a beautiful watch, for example. So you are writing a letter to your uncle thanking him for the watch. So you can, in the content of the letter, you can write what you felt when you really needed a watch. Why you needed a watch? because you had to go to school in time. Every time I cannot run to the hall or to some other place to see the time. So if I have a watch, I can be in time to any place. Even when if I am studying, if I decide that I have to study for 1 hour, one subject, immediately I can switch on to the next subject. If the time is there with me, this watch has helped me a lot. And I have seen my friends having a watch. I too had a desire, I too had a wish that I too should have a watch. So in this way, your thoughts you can pen up in that. In the same way, you can say the color of the watch. You have sent me a yellow color watch. Yellow is my favorite color. I like the watch very much. It's so beautiful. It has so many additional features. I can know when I walk, when I do exercise, that also how many steps I have taken, that helps me. This watch helps me to know. Like that, the various features the watch has. The same way, you thank your uncle for that. So in this way, so many other points, whatever is necessary in that, you can include in that. So try to make it 150 words. Your content of the letter should be around at least 150 words. So this salutation is for half mark. Then you write the content of the letter, divide it into 2 or 3 paragraphs according to your need, and see all the necessary points are there or not. If the points are missing, you will lose the mark. Then again, your subscription will be yours lovingly. Yours is not, you should generally, all of you have the habit of putting a apostrophe here. Don't put apostrophe there. Here, Y should stand on the line. Let your Y not sit on the line. Let it stand on the line, and L should be small letter, lovingly, comma. You can write yours affectionately, also you can write. But affectionately spelling is a little longer, and I believe that you may make mistakes in that. So I have picked up a simpler one, yours lovingly, comma, and your name, just your name. I have just written Rama or Rama, whatever it is. This is enough. Here you have half mark allotted for this. Again you have half mark allotted for this. So half plus half, you have 1 mark. So let us go to the format of the letter. You see here, half plus half plus half plus half plus half. It becomes 2.5 marks. 2.5 marks for the format. So if your format is correct, surely you will get 2.5 marks. Take care of your punctuation marks. Take care of your spellings. If you attempt the letter, you will surely get it. Then the content of the letter. As I told you, in the content, the various points are expected from you. So if those points are there, for that points you may get 2.5 marks. Then for the expression you have 5 marks. What is expression? The vocabulary you use, the opening sentences you use, the closing sentences which you use. In general, your language. All these things are included in the expression. So, based on the expression, you may get 5 marks. In this way, you get a chance to write the informal letter. You can attempt any letter, whether it is informal or formal. Both are accepted. Don't think that if I write informal letter, I may get less marks. If I write a formal letter, I may get more marks. That is not correct. So now, let us move to, now let us see formal letter. Formal letter is also for 10 marks. Either you attempt informal letter or formal letter, it doesn't make any difference. The marks allotted are same, and marks will not be given more if you attempt a formal letter, or you will not get less if you attempt an informal letter. Your expression and your way of writing is important. Again, in informal letter, the same basic rules are same. You see, 3-line address, door number, place, your area, and place. So, door number, comma, Paraspet, comma, Machilipatnam, full stop. Here, D should be capital letter, Paraspet P should be capital letter, M, Machilipatnam should be capital letter. And now, for these three together, you are allotted half mark. Then you have Now coming to the date, 27th October 2020. 27th October. Again, O should be capital letter, comma, 2020. Again, this is allotted half mark. So half mark for the address, half mark for your date. Then we come to the to address. Coming to address, that is the from address. This is the to address. For to address, generally we have the habit of writing to and then we start writing. But what happens is mark is not allotted in the examination. And if you write that to and if you make some mistakes, there are chances for you to lose marks. So to avoid such problem, let us do one thing. Let us avoid writing to and directly start. What you will do is, after writing this date, you see one line, the next line. This class teacher and the date should not be in the same line. You leave one line and then start writing. Okay. So the class teacher. You see, the definite article is important. The class teacher, the principal, the executive, the chairman, the president, the prime minister, the secretary, the correspondent, so on, whatever it is. For all the things, all these situations, you have to write the definite article is compulsory, and then it should be in capital letters. I have given the leave application format, but for any other formal letters, you can follow the same. Here also you have to try to maintain to write 3-line address. If at all you fail, 2 lines also is okay. So here this application to the class teacher. So the class teacher, comma. Here, as I have told you, when you are writing date, this whole thing should be in a straight line. At the same time, here, if this is your margin, this should be in a straight line. So you start close to the margin. The class teacher, comma, 10th A, comma. If it is 10th A, 10th A, 8th class, 8th, 9th class, 9th, whatever is your class and section. Then St. Francis English Medium Higher Secondary School. Full stop. Comma, comma, full stop. So here as I told you, for 3-line address, half mark, date, half mark, and here class teacher and the whole thing together, half mark. So now coming to the salutation. It should be dear sir. Dear sir, dear madam, anything. When you are writing to sister, we don't write dear, we write reverend, R-E-V dot. Okay, in the school when you are writing, better write R-E-V dot, sister. You write like that. But any other letter when you are writing outside, you always write in the examination as dear sir or dear madam. Sure. D should be capital letter, sir S should be capital letter, if it is madam M should be capital letter. Then you put a comma. Many have the habit of writing dear sir, from here they start writing. No, it should be near the margin only. Is it clear? And for this, the mark allotted is half mark. So after that, once you write dear sir, the salutation, then you have the content of the letter. Content of the letter is the same according to your need, whatever is asked, all those things you have to incorporate in that content. You see in the letter itself will give you this things are to be spoken about. All those things you have to. So keeping that in mind, write the content again, try to make it 150 words surely, so that you try to put all the necessary points in that. So for the points you get the marks. Then after that, as it is a formal letter, it is necessary that you write thanking you. And this thanking you should be in the center, in the middle of the page. And thanking you, T should be capital letter. Then a comma should be there. So after writing the content, when the letter is complete, leave one line and then write thanking you. After writing thanking you, leave another line again and write yours faithfully. For most of the formal letters, see that you write yours faithfully only. That's better. Stick to one thing and then you don't make any mistakes in that. Again, yours. Yours is a pronoun. You are not supposed to put apostrophe. Most of them do that. Yours, immediately they there. Don't put apostrophe. Yours, Y should stand on the line. Faithfully, F should be small letter. So let Y stand on the line, yours faithfully, comma, and your full name should be there. Maybe your C stands for something. So C Rama, C Rama, whatever it is, try to put that. Okay, your full signature should be there. So half mark is allotted for subscription. This is known as subscription. This is for half mark for signature. The rule by the board is, if there is any mistake in the subscription, one mistake, you can get mark for the signature. But if there are two mistakes in subscription, you don't get any mark. That is the rule. Although the mark allotted is separately allotted, but when it happens, when you write, they don't give marks if there are two mistakes. So see that you write the format of the letter properly, so that you at least get 3 marks here. Here what happens, the format of the letter, when you see, you have a half mark for the address, from address, half mark for date, half mark for to address, then half mark for your salutation, then half mark for your subscription, half mark for signature. So altogether it becomes 3 marks. Then for the content, the points, as I told you, for that you have 2 marks. Then for the expression, you have 5 marks again here. So altogether it comes to 10 marks. See that you write the format first of all, so that you surely get 3 marks if you attempt a formal letter. Otherwise, you make silly mistakes and you lose all the marks. First of all, see that you write the format of the letter properly, so that there are no, you can easily score marks. Okay. Let us see. We have seen personal letter or informal letter. Then we have seen the formal letter. In formal letter, we also have letter to editor, but there are few changes which you have to keep in mind. So that is the reason I am going to explain to you letter to editor separately. So letter to editor. Here again, we have to have 3-line address. 3-line address is a must. You don't make it 2 lines. If you make it 2 lines, you lose marks for that. They don't allot mark for that. So it should be 3-line address. Again, door number, comma, Parasapet, P should be capital letter, Parasapet, comma, Machilipatnam, full stop. Then for all these 3 together, you get half mark. Then you get, the next one is the date. Date in the same way, 27th October 2020. So October, O capital letter, after October, put a comma. So for that you get half mark for the address, from address, half mark for the date. Then now comes this to address. In the previous letter, we have seen to the principal, to the class teacher, to the correspondent, to the president, to the prime minister. That way we have written. Here it is to the editor. So again, the editor is important. The editor is important here, and E should be capital letter. Keep that in mind. The editor, E should be capital letter, and the Hindu. Let us take a simple name of the paper, which is simpler. Why I say like this? Because you generally make mistakes when you take a longer word. So Hindu is a small word. So the Hindu. The is compulsory. The Deccan Chronicle, the Hindu, the Indian Express, the Times of India, and so on. So the Hindu, comma, Vijayawada. The printing takes place in Vijayawada for us, isn't it? Nearby place. So Vijayawada. V capital letter. So comma, full stop. It should be clear. So for this whole thing, the mark allotted is half mark. Okay. From there we go to the salutation. In the formal letters, generally we write dear sir, dear madam. But when you write a letter to the editor, it should be only sir. You just write sir and put a comma. So what I have done is, all these things I have written near the margin. If that is my margin line, I have written everything in a straight line. You see, I have to leave line after writing the date. I leave one line and then I write the to address. After writing to address, I leave one line and then I write sir, the salutation. letter writing, whether it is personal letters or formal letters. For all these letters, I am going to give you many opening lines. You can by heart them and you can use them as per your requirement. Here, I open this letter. This line will always help you. Please learn this line by heart. That is, through the columns of your esteemed daily, I would like to draw the attention of concerned authorities. This line, you should learn this line thoroughly. Learn it by heart. Generally, when you write a letter to the editor, this line will help you. Generally, most of the cases it helps you. So you will open this letter like this. This will be your opening line, and you will write again the content. You see what is asked in the question. Based on that, all those points you put up in that, and then it will be something around 150 words. I expect you to write there. Then, when you complete that, break into paragraphs, in 2 or 3 paragraphs as per your requirement, and then you write thanking you. After completing the content, you leave one line and then write thanking you. Thanking you again, try to write in the middle of the page. In the middle of the page, thanking you, T capital letter, thanking you, comma. Then we come to the subscription here. In the subscription, you remember when you wrote the formal letter, I told you that you have to write yours faithfully. But when you write to the editor, it should always be yours truly. Yours, why should be capital letter? And no apostrophe here. Yours is a pronoun. Truly, comma. See the spelling properly. T small letter, comma. And your full signature should be there. That you have to keep, always you have to keep in mind. So when we see the format of this, again, it is just like formal letter. For the format, you have 3 marks. That is address half, date half, to address half, salutation half, then subscription half and signature half. So altogether it comes to 3 marks. Content, the points which you write 2 marks. The expression, you get 5 marks. So altogether it comes to 10 marks. So 10 marks is allotted for this also. So you may get any letter in the exam. One will be formal letter, other will be personal letter. You have to see that. At the same time, please learn the opening and closing sentences which I am going to give to you. Please learn them thoroughly. Learn them by heart so that you can use them accordingly, so that your letter looks better. Is it clear? Now let us see, children, how to write notice board and email writing. Notice board writing also is an important question. Email writing is also there. They both carry 5 marks each. As it is new to you, you may get a little confused, or you may get tensed how to write that. But it's very simple when you write. It's also a scoring question. You can easily score marks in that. So let us see how to write notice board writing. In notice board writing, first you have to write a heading. When you write a heading, you try to write the heading in the center of the page. That will carry 1 mark. Then you have date. For date, again, as we have written in the letter, for example, today is 27th October. So 27th October, comma 2020. So that will be the date. So when you write the date, first you write the heading, then you write the date. For date, you will get half mark. Timing. Any kind of notice is there for that. Some timing will be there, no? Like you are conducting one drama competition in your school. Write a notice board. Send a notice to other schools. So there you write the timing. Maybe 9 to maybe 11 to 12. So 11 to 12. You will write the time there. Venue. It can be a hall, it can be auditorium, it can be any location. So we don't have any hall in our school, but you can simply say that hall number 1, or you can say Tagore Hall, or you can say Nehru Hall, something. You just give, all this is, you have to visualize, you have to imagine. So you have to write the hall, the place. So here you should write 2 places. Hall, because you are sending to other schools, so you can write hall number 1, St. Francis School. So here you put hall number 1, comma, St. Francis School when you write. Half event. What is the name of the event? You will write here. Then you will write the details for whom, details of the target audience, invitees, etc. For whom it is. This competition is for all the children from class 6 to 10. 6 and 7 fall in one category. 8 to 10 fall in another category. And they all have to come in school uniform. Please wear your ID cards. You can give your name to like your English teacher, or you can say your PT sir, or you can give your number, that you are the literary club secretary. So your name, and give the phone number details. So in that all these, so you can add here, you can take up 3-4 lines. You can write the content in 3-4 lines. For that you get 1 mark. So 1 mark for the 1 mark for heading, half mark for date, half mark for time, half plus half mark for the venue, then 1 mark for the name of the event, and then the details, other things, 1 mark. So it should be in the center, center, center. It is also in 1 line. This will be 1 line, and here you will write in 3-4 lines. You can write the necessary details. So in that way you can easily score 5 marks. Then we come to the email writing. Email writing also is for 5 marks. If email writing is for 5 marks, here generally you know the email address. You should know the email address to whom you are sending. So to address, for example, I have given St. Francis emhs@gmail.com or anything, whatever is the email address. You write some email address. Nobody knows who, nobody will come and check. This is only, you should know how to write the format for that purpose. So that will be the email address. For email address you get half mark. Then subject. Generally for formal letters we write subject. But as there is no mark allotted to it, I have not insisted on that point. And if you write, if there is no mark allotted and if you write unnecessarily, you may make mistakes. To avoid all those things, you lose marks if you make mistakes. To avoid such things, I have not insisted on writing the subject, but here you have to write the subject. What is the topic? As I have told you, you are writing a notice that you are conducting a dance competition for all the children of the schools nearby. Then here is dance competition for the school children or for classes 6 to 10. That will be your subject. For that, half mark is allotted. Now again, salutation. What did we write in the formal letter, the salutation? Dear sir, dear madam. Same way, here you will write dear sir. Okay, you write subject. Write subject and write the whatever is the topic. Then you write dear sir. Okay, dear sir, comma, and then as you write the letter, you write the necessary things. As I told you that this competition is going to be held on so and so date. Then the timings are this. Then the place is so and so, and classes 6 to 10 can participate. 6th and 7th come under one category. 8th to 10th come in another category. All of you should be before 9 o'clock, or you have to register your name before so and so date, 2 days before. Then you have to wear your school uniform. You have to use. You have to bring your ID cards also. And you want any additional information, please contact so and so person and the phone number. So all these things will come in one paragraph. As you are writing a letter now, how you write dear sir and write all the things. So write all the things in the same way. And then you have thanking you. Thanking you also you will write as you write a letter. So this paragraph will be maybe generally of 5 to 6 sentences. That's enough, not more than that. Try to make it short. Generally emails are short only. You don't write a long letter there in a mail, isn't it? So this whole thing in 5-6 sentences you try to put it, and then thanking you. Here what we did in the previous letters, when we wrote letters, what did we do? We wrote thanking you in the center, but here everything will start from this side because it's email. To address, subject, leave one line after writing this. Leave one line after writing to the Gmail address. Then after writing that, you write the subject. Write the subject and leave one line. Then your salutation, write dear sir and leave one line, comma, dear sir, comma should be there. Then you will write all the necessary information in that, and then leave one line, write thanking you, and then you will write a subscription. What will be subscription? Yours faithfully. Yours faithfully and your full name. And you write cultural secretary or whatever it is. Okay, cultural secretary or literary group in charge, something like that. And again here you have marks. For expression here you have 2 marks. You have to keep in mind. And closing sentence and opening sentence you have half mark each. Here again the closing and opening sentences which I will give you for the letter, please make use of them here also. When you make use of them here, you get half mark each. So learn those opening and closing sentences, learn them by heart, then that will fetch you marks. So marks are allotted separately. If all these things are correct, you can easily get 3 marks. Expression, you may get surely 1.5 mark if you write properly. So try to make it short, don't make it very long. So I'll give you some examples also, I'll post some examples. Presently, this is the format of notice board writing and email writing. Please go through this thoroughly and then try to attempt in the exam. You will surely gain more marks in this question.